towel from my
Okay,
shower on
I want to
the
know
fucking
how you.
banister over there. I'll be right back.
I want to know how you guys all got into this meeting with I've ever met. Everyone always tries to go ahead and break me.
It's in the memo.
I'm
Don't you
not
know? Like everybody
I
that you've ever met, like creates a group chat, like just to talk about how to break you. It's like I don't know how it works. Okay, I just got like a known like no caller ID call like after we first started talking, and then somebody like was telling me like, okay, this is the plan.
Mhm.
They threatened my family. Like I wasn't supposed to tell you. I'm probably about to be like assassinated now for telling you.
I missed an assassination.
It was Sarah that was calling.
5 seconds. God damn it.
Yeah. Well, hi.
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 I mean,
All
yeah,
right,
I'll start. Okay, I know you can go first. Perfect, great, awesome.
No,
Ellie,
no,
rock
you
on.
go-
No,
no,
it's too
please,
late. You
please.
already. Thank you. I really appreciate you volunteering yourself.
Uh-huh.
You
All
are
right.
at the top in this situation. Clearly.
I am the Sigma top, actually.
Obviously,
I recently had my Pokemon evolution into an Alpha Sigma top, so.
Oh damn.
Okay,
All
so
right.
just throw that out there.
For you, is there really a Sigma top when there's only one?
What? Huh?
What? I mean,
Is there really a
What?
Sigma top when there's only one?
Yeah. It's like
that's what makes
King
it
of the Hill,
Sigma,
but for
right?
top hood. If you're you're the Sigma top, then you're King of the Hill. You're like at the very top. You're peak top levels.
Exactly. It also
there
means
is only
that you're
one because
cringe.
there only like one person like has ever historically reached such top levels, and that's me.
Obviously.
I know it's an impressive feat. Please don't like bow down though. Like I'm used to the worship. It's okay. But like I don't need it.
There can be only one Sigma, yeah.
There can only be one
That's
Sigma.
what Sigma means. That's what Sigma
I'm the
means.
Sigma. I decide what it means.
But that's not.
Oh, stream
That's
can't
how
hear you,
language
Sarah. Oh, I'm just saying in chat, stream can't hear you.
Sarah?
Are you muted, Sarah?
Do you have your mic / aux source muted in the audio channels?
Mic aux.
I can deal with that one. That one's good.
I am proud of that one.
I don't think they can hear you. I think you are still muted.
Hey, Moya, still nothing.
But do you in OBS do you have a mic / aux audio channel? Is that muted?
Is it set to your right microphone?
Yeah, that's a good question. Is it set to your? Are you sure?
There might be an internal microphone on something else. Interesting.
Ow,
you're not being picked up.
Is it grayed out?
Believe in you. You've got this.
You can do this.
I'm not even going to try to give technical support because I honestly barely understand how my own shit works.
That tracks.
I have a fleet of programmer trans girls that help me out. I am the I'm the theater
Yeah.
science girl. I don't. I'm not so good at the technical part.
Oh, I guess I have a multi-class. I'm a
You're
theater
one
slash
of the-
techie, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm the
you're one
slightest
of the-
bit techie.
got the little bit of techie stuff, you know. I used to be techier, but I like hard dumped all of that skill to lean into GigaFem. You know, it took.
I'm still not here.
Sarah?
Sarah, can you, with your phone, can you take a picture of your audio channels? And like post the pic in the chat. Or send it to me so I can take a look.
Yes, Ruby is actually one of my resident programmer girls. Which apparently it's commonplace among that particular clade of the community to just have a bazillion tabs open at all times. Marcus, whisper quiet.
Yeah, Mark, you have been pretty quiet.
What? It's
Just
probably
like
because I'm
a
so far
tiny
back.
bit quiet.
Oh, okay. Do I need to just like lean forward? It's turning my mic up or down. I can never remember. I have it like slung upside down, and I already can't tell left from right.
Oh, me too.
Hey, we have the same mic. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Girl, your mic is muted. press. Okay, first of all, turn it down and press the little red speaker button. That's the mute
Oof.
button on OBS.
Oh my god!
Oof.
Sarah, I believe in you. I believe in you.
It was a very hard to find button, okay? It was
Oh my
camouflaged.
god.
Also,
It's a giant red button, Sarah.
You pranked
Sarah,
yourself.
let me explain. So desktop audio is not muted. When a channel is grayed out, that means it's muted. The speaker button below the dot button, that's the mute button. So for like turning like the little slider up and down, that just lowers or raises the gain. So I think that might be what's warbling our voices if they're really high up.
What happened to words? I remember words.
All right. Speaker
words
button,
for a
mute button.
visual aspect.
If the audio channel is gray, then it's muted.
All right, how's that for sound levels now, everybody? Try it again.
I don't know. Probably
Much better. Much better.
I'd say you could raise like your mic gain a little bit.
I should probably unmute the stream while we're doing audio stuff.
So,
But other than that, yeah, pretty good.
a little bit.
Okay, I sound better. I sound better. Cool. Perfect.
All right, at the risk of sounding like a cellular commercial, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
It's very faint. What microphone are you using, Sarah?
Wow. Oh, the headset. Fair.
Interesting. Okay. I would say, let me see. Let me go into my OBS. See if I can see if there's like filters or anything.
Did that make any difference?
Mm.
I don't know. I'm too busy checking out different angles in my webcam because I'm selfish.
All right, we're working on it here. By the time the stream is over, we'll have the sound perfect.
Probably turn on the AC. It is very warm up here, and I'm going to get all sweaty. Bleh.
All right, Ruby, how's that? Is that a little bit better?
Perhaps just a little louder, Ruby says.
Gosh, darn it.
I have an idea, something that could help.
Buy a real microphone.
The real microphone would probably help, but
That
for
would
now,
probably- yeah.
can you click on the little ... for mic aux?
Yep.
My cocks.
Okay. Select filters,
Yep.
and then go to the little plus button and add a compressor. Oh wait, shit. Sorry, not for the mic aux, for the Discord. Sorry. Delete the compressor of the mic aux. Go to do that, but for the Discord.
Wait, what?
Probably mute me.
So not for the mic aux. I meant that for the Discord source, not the mic source.
My cocks?
Mic aux? Yeah.
For the Discord.
Yeah, so the audio capture that you have for the Discord,
Yeah, I'm with you.
click on the three dots button, and then select filters.
And I'm adding a compressor.
Yes.
Alrighty, compressor added.
All right, for the ratio, I'm just going to walk you through what to type in for the numbers. For ratio, the first section, you want that 5:1. Actually, we'll say like 3:1. 3:1.
Alright.
Sorry, hold on. No, actually 5:1. Sorry, forgive me. 5:1. Keep it at 5:1.
I don't.
Alright.
For the threshold, set it to -32 decibels.
Got it.
I could totally be playing Balatro right now.
For attack, set it to 4 milliseconds.
Merc.
What?
You know that I can see every time you start that game, right?
And then for release, set it to 850 milliseconds.
Sorry, problem.
Yeah, what problem?
Won't let me... Well, never mind. I got it, never mind.
Okay.
Need you to go
Bad
back.
idea.
Need you to go back a little bit though. I got 4 milliseconds. What's after that for the release?
For release, 850 milliseconds.
That's a lot of release.
Yeah.
Don't say it, Merc.
For
She
the
changed her
output,
meds. She has to say it.
for the output gain, just leave that at 0 decibels.
Alrighty, we're good.
Such a fucking slut when I'm on.
And then for the sidechain/ducking source,
Yes,
go into the drop-down menu and select mic/aux.
got it.
And so what this is going to do is it's going to make it so that whenever you talk, it quiets down all of our voices, which should help you be heard. Since like you can't raise your gain any higher, the best we can do is just balance out our audio levels so that we don't like overpower yours. But this should make it so that we quiet down whenever you're talking.
Gotcha. So if I keep
Overpower my
talking, no one
audio.
can ever speak. I like this. This is perfect. Thank you.
It's perfect.
All right. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Sorry
Exactly.
for the hassle. All right. So do we think we're okay on sound? Can all of us be heard at least somewhat?
I think so.
Probably. You know.
Alrighty, so back to the drawing board. Does anyone want... Oh, we were going to do this again. Does anybody want to introduce their characters quickly to remind everybody?
Yes, the Sigma top has to go first. By declaration.
The Sigma top,
of
yeah.
yeah.
Just yeah. Anyways, so yeah, my character is Dr. Chewing. She's really good at chewing things, and she's strong. I never actually said her name like the last session, but if I were to say her name, it is actually Eleanor. It just she forgets her name fairly frequently.
Dr. Chewing, PhD.
Yeah, Dr.
Second
Chewing,
opinion.
PhD, second opinion.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You need to put respect on the name. All right.
Yeah, true.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Sarah's still slightly quiet. I think we can't
I
fix
think
the
we're just
slightly
gonna live with
quiet
that.
terribly
Yeah.
much. Here, one thing we can do is we can make it duck a little bit more. Sarah, can you go back into the filter? We're not changing much this time. It's just changing like the 5-to-1 ratio to 10-to-1.
Just have to open up my D&D Beyond so that I can have my character.
Or let's try 8-to-1 because I don't want our voice to be completely drowned out.
Build routine 7-to-1 initiated.
Huh?
What? Sorry, I went into Warhammer voice line response. I can't help it.
All right, I've adjusted it.
Okay. Let me. All right, Sarah. While I'm talking right now, can you start talking as well? Just like overpower me.
Yeah, just talk over us. Overpower us, Sarah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
Overpower
I
us.
don't know if I can overpower the Sigma top. I mean, that's the whole point of having a Sigma top is you shouldn't be able to overpower them, because they are the Sigma top, which means they are unoverpowerable.
It just means they're just there to be deposed. Every head with a crown
Alright.
belongs in a basket.
Uh-huh. Hey, I've
Wow,
not
okay.
got a crown. I've got a ring. Get it right.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe I can handle it.
That was so bad. I'm so sorry. Expander filter in OBS that can be used. Let me see.
Um,
I have never used an expander filter,
So-
but I also don't have a. I also have a mic.
so Merc, rumor
Wait,
has
let
it
me-
you
let
rumor has it you have a character.
I do, allegedly. And her name is allegedly Lady Jane. A prominent traveling merchant from a trading guild that you've never heard of, but is very prestigious. And she is most certainly not actually an illicit traveling pit fighter that goes by the name of Iron Jaw Janora, who knocks people out for all of her actual money. And she would never con you out of any money that you have by selling you anything that is less than the most valuable thing you've ever touched.
Gotcha. Thank you very much. And Misty?
No. It's Mercy. I am Mercy Atiana, and I am here to help these ladies get what they need. It's very simple, yes.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
So,
And Sarah. Sorry, forgive me. I know how we can boost your mic. Respectfully.
Respectfully.
okay, this doesn't involve me swallowing anything, does it?
I was gonna, but I suppose we could do it the other way. All right.
A sugar plum, whole. Get included.
So go into OBS. Click the 3 dots for your mic/aux source. So for the mic source this time.
Okay.
Go to filters
Wait, hang on.
and then add the. Sorry.
All right, all good. Filters.
And then add the gain filter.
Moving too fast, Ellie. You have to slow down.
And then just like it's literally just one slider. I'd just say put it like up to like 15 decibels.
Alrighty, how's that?
Let me see.
Let me see. Is that better? I think I need to be.
Can you speak again?
Absolutely not. I refuse to ever speak again. It's never going to happen. I will just be a mime for the rest of my life. I need to invest heavily in white makeup, a beret, and some striped shirts.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
honest theater work, okay? You know, you put respect on the name of mimes.
No.
At least for me, when I'm listening to the stream, now you sound as loud on stream as you do on the Discord call, which is a good change.
Okay.
If we need to raise it more, we can just like raise it like through the gain filter.
I say we just fucking send it, personally.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm down. It's been 30 minutes of tech work.
Yeah. I think good enough. Perfect is the enemy of done. You know, I say that we
True.
just I say that we just get going. I say we get done. I say that we pursue this stream to completion.
All right, everybody, and
I love reaching completion, so that's yeah, I agree with that.
darn it. For those of you who don't know, I am Sarah. I will be the dungeon mistress for this evening. She says sternly.
Oh no, you're a dungeon dominatrix. You said, aren't you?
Oh, beans.
Anyway, so when last we left our band of heroes, they had traveled to the town of Crab Lake, which was experiencing a boom due to a larger than average crop of freshwater crabs, kind of a delicacy. And after some trials and tribulations where they sort of traumatized a local innkeeper, they wound up in a fight with some locals and wound up being thrown in jail, where they were rescued by a little pixie named Cups and brought to the wizard Sanathor, where he hired them not to save the world, not to save the town, but to rescue a cow. So on their brave...
It was a frog that looks like a cow that is a person who's been transmuted into that frog that looks like a cow.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay, I apologize for having misspoken. So they were hired to rescue a person that had been turned into a frog that looked like a cow.
I just want appropriate, like, fake news is bad.
And
Be accurate.
they had just, after wandering around town a little bit and finding some information, they were heading out to try to find a place, a lair, whatever you might call it, of a bunch of kobolds that they had heard had been raiding the areas and are suspected of stealing the cow plus another cow along with it for good measure. So that's pretty much where we left off. You're just leaving the farm of Lunquacious Black Razor. And we're headed kind of northeast along the edge of the lake there. What do you do?
I'll be sure to go ahead and gather all of my things into my backpack. Grab my little fox.
Right.
And
Are there any
start-
crabs I can start eating? I'm so sorry.
I-
Sorry.
You're fine. I mean, you could go crab fishing if you wanted to. I mean, that's up to you. You don't have any crab fishing equipment, but, you know, you could. They seem to be pretty plentiful, so you might have some luck.
I'll grab a couple, just for the road.
Yeah, a couple crabs for the road.
I'm sorry for interrupting, Misty. Fuck.
I did cook breakfast.
There's breakfast involved?
You don't recall? Oh no, I made an entire
No,
spread for you guys.
I recall. It's just that, you know, these kind of like flesh bodies require a lot of like sustenance generally. I don't know what the deal is with my body that I'm in right now. Just that I don't know.
It's very peculiar.
She hungry.
I
Why is
will
that?
reach into my backpack and pull out some sugar plums and start giving them to her.
I'll chew the seeds this time. I promise.
That's. I will give up. And just dejectedly, let's go.
Let's rock. Let's roll.
All right, so you're headed up towards the other end of the lake there?
I'd say so. Or well, I mean,
Sure.
I don't want to tourist. I don't want to like distract us too much.
I have very limited memory of the train of like actions that we were pursuing, and the recap only sort of refreshed it. So I'm going to follow you two's lead until I get into the groove of things again.
Terrible choice, but okay. I'll lead you in the wrong direction.
That's great.
You're following Dr. Chewing.
Yes. PhD,
Uh,
second opinion. Put respect on the name.
The last we heard, Dr. Chewing PhD second opinion was headed directly into the lake to try to get some crabs.
No,
Sorry, it's all right.
no,
You
he
know,
was distracted by sugar
Sugar
plums.
yeah, sugar plums will save me for now. We'll get crabs on the way back though.
The chewy, crunchy pits.
All right, so
The crabs are all like 5 inches, 2 to 5 inches long, so
That's where the nutrients are though.
you can eat them like popcorn.
Yeah.
That's what you actually do with the smaller lake crabs. You know,
Mhm.
you just kind of
Yeah.
throw them all in.
I mean, personally, I don't see the appeal in cooking it. I just go grab them out of the river
Yeah,
and just like
the pinching
start
is part
shoving
of the
them in.
appeal. You know,
yeah. I like the shell personally. It's my favorite part.
calcium.
Your poor teeth.
Very
Anyways, we
Sigma
should
of me, I know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very Sigma.
So you start wandering vaguely in the direction that was indicated where the kobolds might be. It's a pretty nice day, actually. It's a nice area. You kind of didn't really notice that much when you were in the town itself because it's a little bit run down but being picked up fast. But it's kind of a nice area, pretty flat, pretty grassy around the lake, and not much of a beach. It's kind of a little bit of a rocky shore there. But it's a nice day. The sun is shining. It's coming up on mid to late morning there, so you start walking down the lake. Are you going cautiously, just going out for a stroll?
I would not be going cautiously myself. I'd probably be going for a stroll, but walking with confidence because I got a PhD. I'm capable of anything.
I'm just trying to go ahead and keep up with my short legs.
That works.
I have pretty tall
Doing
legs.
my best not to get
To
my
break
high
it to you.
heels stuck in the
Breakneck
lakeside
speed.
mud.
Wait, you're actually wearing high heels?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like stilettos and not just...
Oh yeah. All the time.
Okay. I will now have to pick up a cobbler's kit.
You know, you got some weird shaped feet, girl.
Yeah, I take pride on them.
You know, I respect that. You know, I wish I had feet that spiky. I'd probably be pretty good. It'd be
They're
fun.
really good. They make really fun clacking noises when you walk on hard surfaces. The mud, however, not great.
So
Oh, that's. Sorry.
you're good. You're good. So the lake.
Is it like a? You go ahead.
So the lake takes a little bit longer than you thought. The lake is actually a little bit bigger than you thought it might be there. But you start to come to what you assume is the far end of the lake. At least it seems to be narrowing a little bit more towards the north. You notice it's starting to get a little bit rockier. There's some boulders lying about. And little ways in front of you there, you do see a couple of rock outcroppings there that look like they're a little bit bigger. This could be, it looks like there's some water flowing out of one. It looks like it could be one of the springs that feeds the lake. You're not quite sure. Nothing seems to be amiss. Seems to just be a nice day for a walk along the lake.
All right. So
All right,
after
we're looking for.
hour or
Looking
so,
for
did we
kobolds.
find the cave that was previously mentioned?
I remember now the kobold cave and the cow frog and okay, it's all coming back to me. It was all
You
just
have
like
worse
words.
memory than me. Oh my god.
No, I have legitimately I have like concerning memory. It's very bad. I'm like swimming through fragments of broken mirrors here. It's crazy. Anyway, go on.
That is such a good way of putting it. I've never heard that.
I just see little bits, and I have to I spend a bunch of time reassembling them until finally I can see the whole thing, and I'm like, that's right. That's how we got here. These were all just disassembled words to me until now. I'm good. I'm here. I am thriving. All right.
Every memory is a Jenga or every memory is a jigsaw puzzle.
Anyway,
Yeah, little fucking scaly dudes. I've seen a couple of them in my times. They're all right. Not that
I think they
like
kinda
they're a
look
little too
friendship.
crunchy though.
yeah, you don't see any caves as you get closer. The rock outcropping is getting where the spring is kind of tall. It's maybe about 5 or 6 feet high. Looks like there could be something in there. It might be tall enough, but it doesn't look that wide. It's hard to say.
Can we get
Little
a closer
one.
look?
Little one, I may ask you to assist us. My vessel is too tall.
Yeah.
Did you? I did.
I don't have a ship, but I have a chewing PhD. I have a PhD in chewing.
All right, good. Great.
I would like to
I
go
don't have a
ahead and
PhD in
hide and
ships.
sneak away to go ahead and get a better advantage or get words.
It's not just me.
I would like very much to go over there and take a look stealthily. I would very much like to do it so that Dr. Chewing does not see me, because I feel insulted.
roll a stealth check, please.
Good. Dr. Chewing is a menace.
And
I'm just out here trying to chew stuff, alright?
and Dr. Chewing, if you could roll a perception for me as well.
Alright. I'd actually open up my character sheet. Okay, let me see here. Alright. Which dice should I use, okay? Because I'm not using any of the dice I used last time, because fuck those dice. Which would you
Always
recommend?
purple.
Those dice go
I've got
straight
two
to the cuck
purple.
chair.
That's only one of those is purple.
These are both purple. One is
Go
dark
with-
purple, one is lighter purple mixed with white.
Go with the lavender and white,
Okay.
and then beat it 24.
Beat a 24? God
Damn.
fucking damn it. Alright. I'd have to roll a nat 20 for this. It's alright, we got this. I got a 12. I got a 12.
You've
Pretty good. That's pretty close.
Dr. Chewing, PhD, second opinion. You vaguely remember at some point that there might have been some sort of smaller companion that was along with you. You're not entirely sure. You don't see them now, and you don't quite even remember what they look like.
Where's the little one? Did we have a little one? Am I thinking of the crabs? I'm probably thinking of the crabs. That's my bad.
I tried to have kept track of Mercy.
If you were trying to keep track, roll a perception check as well.
Okay, all right, perfect. I need to fail this exquisitely. Hold on, what's my I like to live deliciously, you know. What we're up here. I get a +2 to my perception. So it's
I mean, it is kind of like the middle of the day in broad daylight, but she rolled pretty high.
5.
5.
I'm thinking of the crabs, right? It was just
Really?
crabs.
I'm contemplating selling a ballet called Crab Lake.
There you go.
That's where my mind is at. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't remember. You remember the pixie was kind of short, but you know you're not. It was hard because she was flying, so she was kind of at eye level most of the time. Well, kind of teetering around eye level.
That was cool. She made us like breakfast and everything. Like that was pretty cool.
But anyway, Mercy, you may. Mercy,
Worst team ever.
Mercy, who may or may not have once been a member of this adventuring group, you
Everybody.
you wander over to the rock outcropping there, seemingly not noticed by anyone. You do see where the
No, I've been forgotten by you. You've forgotten me.
Mercy snuck so hard she disappeared from our immediate memory. That's what happens when you succeed on a stealth check in an ADHD party. It's out of sight, out of mind. You're just gone.
I rolled a
Alright,
19,
I don't-
and then you guys forgot me.
I don't
all
have
these
a
nice
good
things for
object
you.
permanence, okay? Is that my
You
fault?
have no object permanence. The fact that you led us to the lake at all that we were next to you is a miracle.
I just
Well, I was
remembered
just
that
looking
we're
for
hunting
crabs, like-
kobolds.
Wait, we were looking for kobolds? I was just trying to find a good crab fishing spot.
so where the spring where the spring comes out of the rock, it does look like there is it'd be a tight fit. You can actually fit in there pretty well, but it would be probably a tight fit for the other two. But it does look like there is sort of a crack in the jumble of rocks there, and the rocks do go back a little bit further and off to the left a little bit more than it looked like from the original angle. So it looks like there could be a cave here. It'd be a tight fit, but maybe for a kobold it wouldn't be so bad. You're not quite sure how a cow would get in there, but...
Can I inspect the area to see if there's any kind of any hint that kobold habitat? Would there any kobolds that live there or have been there?
Make a survival check to see if you see any tracks.
Well, see, I'm not good at that. 14?
It definitely looks like there may be some... You can't tell what or who, but it looks like there may have been some figures walking in the mud around the area there. You can't quite tell whether they're going in or going out, but you definitely see like a sort of a muddle of tracks as if people have been walking around.
I do have dark vision. Is it possible for you to go to the entrance and see if there is anything a little bit further in?
You can see all right inside. It twists and turns a little bit too much though. Pretty much as soon as the crack goes back, it turns immediately to the left, pretty sharply. So all you can pretty much see is a wall, but it looks like you could definitely go in further.
I would like very much to go ahead and take some rations from my bag and create a trail of meat, dried meat, leading into the cave.
You're trying to draw the other two adventurers in behind you.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Actually, no. I'm gonna use the meat because I have to save for the candy. But yeah, no. Jerky will definitely work on chewing.
Okay.
So,
So you start completely ignored by the other two members of your group who seem to be discussing some sort of a musical, dance number. You're not quite sure. You lay a small trail of jerky. The jerky also seems to be unnoticed by your companions, but
Is there any bone?
Chewing is not interested unless there is crunch.
Alright, I'll find the jerky on the ground and be like, oh, what's that? I'll go check it out, and I'll pick it up. And I'll be like,
lead to bones.
you are
there's not even any bones in here. We have to go find the bones.
when you start to
Which means there's bones nearby.
head in that direction, you are astonished to find Mercy, the third member of your group, standing there looking at you impatiently.
Who are you? I thought. Wait, what happened to Cups?
No, remember?
So it looks like she's found a. It looks like she's found a crack in the rocks there. It looks like it'd be a tight fit. You think you could probably make it through. It'd be a squeeze, but you can probably make it in.
there might be some bones in there. You should go find
Bones? I
out.
want bones. Okay. All right.
Please
For
go.
the bones.
Alright, you
I'm just
sold-
here for
you
the
sold it to
restricting
me.
Entryway.
Huh?
What?
What? I'm just gonna dive headfirst into it.
Go
We're
for
reckless.
It. Rock on.
I want bones. I'm like a fucking dog. Like somebody just threw something and I'm about to
me
go
too.
fetch it.
All right, Dr. Chewing is going first. Who's next?
I'm gonna try and. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I'm going to try to squeeze through the entryway while causing as minimal of damage to my fine clothes as possible.
You can do it. It is kind of a tight fit. You do have to sort of slide along, but the rocks aren't particularly sharp, so it's not really too much of a problem. You have to sort of bend and twist a little bit, but you can get in there. And Mercy, I'm assuming you follow as well?
Yeah, I'll follow behind. Just. You guys seem to be having some difficulty. Are you okay? Can you not
I
fit?
am very tall.
Maybe we should go ahead and put you on a diet.
How dare.
It's okay. I
I
can
do
pull you
hard
from the
work
other
to
end.
afford my eating budget, okay? I make very, very sound decisions and reliable business deals to pay for this exorbitant food budget.
So the cave itself, if you can even call it a cave, it's more of like a crevice because it does get pretty narrow and it's pretty twisty and turny there. But smells kind of like moss in here. The little stream from what you're assuming is a spring kind of went under some rocks there, and the crevice kind of turned away a little bit to the left. You do think you hear something a little bit in the distance. You're not quite sure what, and it sounds kind of like.
Yeah, it sounds cobalt adjacent.
Are they the bone keepers? Do I have to
Probably.
go
I'll
to
bet
them
those
to get
things-
the bones?
I'll bet those guys are full of bones.
Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. I remember kobolds being fairly chewy and crunchy, so this works out great for me.
This is very concerning, and I can't wait to see how it plays out.
She's not really going to eat them, is she?
I'm pretty confident that she is, actually. Mercy.
Okay, they're a delicacy in some parts. All right, I'm just
Did you introduce
gonna throw that
yourself?
out
I don't
there.
remember. So
Certain
many of us haven't
areas.
done any introductions.
So do you
Well, I did introduce myself.
Okay, you did. All right, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't metagaming.
keep moving forward? Do you stop? Do you?
I'm gonna keep going forward. I want
Alrighty.
the crunch.
So, moving forward a little bit, you start to see a little bit of a very, very dim light. Not very bright at all.
Just like me.
But after, gosh darn it, after a little bit in the kind of mossy little crevice there, you do see what looks like two small figures moving around there a little bit. Give me 1 second here to figure out how dice work.
Can I be sneaky about it?
No.
Make a stealth check for me.
Okay, all right. Let's see. What dice should I use? Not using the last one. I rolled an 8 with that. Okay, these are options.
The most well behaved. I like the blue one.
This is
One
purple. Okay, all right. All right.
All right.
This is
okay.
purple.
Well, all right. Hold on. No, when it's that far away from the camera, the teal and the purple blend a bit, and it looks more blue.
You know, I'll give it to you. Okay, look.
Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Chewing, she is stupid, but she's still a predator, so she does still know how to, like, sneak up on people. She's still a predator, all right?
One of the sentences of all time.
I rolled a fucking nat 1. Holy fuck!
Wait, can I justify this for you? Please let me justify this for you.
Justify it for me.
Justify.
Still being very
Fun
sore
fact.
and hurt by Chewing's words, I'm going to walk around Lady J, and I'm just going to go ahead and cast light on Chewing so that her clothes emit a faint light. And then I'm going to fall back.
You know, I would be too focused, too preoccupied, thinking of food to notice this, okay?
Incredible.
Dr. Chewing is motivated by food. Very easily motivated by food.
So as you start to move, what you're sure is extremely stealthily towards these tiny figures, they both immediately look up, and you can't really see their expressions, but you hear, and they take off in the other direction.
Oh my God.
Their vision is
Listening to
based on
4chan
movement.
users.
The cave, the little crevice turns a little bit sharply to the right, and they run off in that direction. It's kind of the only way to go. But they basically are hightailing it out of there as fast as they can manage.
Okay, they're gone. Now that they've rounded the corner, they shouldn't be able to detect us. Let's see.
And faintly in the distance, you hear.
Okay, listen. Maybe my source was incorrect. Maybe their vision isn't based on movement. I could be wrong. Don't
You are
worry.
wrong.
Don't get.
What are they?
I trusted that guy. Okay, I met a guy in a bar. He told me something about kobolds. All right, I trusted the dude.
Stuff that
But I
they
literally
teach at
told you
chewing
about
school.
kobolds yesterday. They don't see based on movement.
When did you tell me they're not seeing based on movement?
When we were talking to the farmer.
I don't think them seeing based on movement ever came up. Look, I had a trustworthy source. It was a guy at a bar. You know, he like got me like a free drink. Like even like kindly like tossed it at me. So like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Wait, that was the same bar we met at. He didn't tell you anything about kobolds.
No,
And
it was a different bar. It was a different bar.
No, I don't know.
People buy me free drinks all the time.
Dr.
Okay.
Chewing does have a PhD second opinion, so I feel like we need. I feel like
Second opinion here. Okay. Maybe they do see based on movement. All right. Sorry. Maybe these are just some weird mutated kobolds that don't have the same genetic defect that other kobolds have.
Go talk to them and see if we can negotiate an amenable business contract between the Chewy Bone people and our patron who wants the cow back. I think that that's the most reasonable course of action here. I mean, they already know we're here. Movement-based vision or not, moot point. Nobody's right or wrong here. Okay.
As you start to get a little bit,
I agree.
as you start to get a little bit closer, you do see they did have like a very, very like low burning torch here. It looks like they were playing some sort of little dice game. You see a couple of crude dice and a couple of bones or sticks or something like that. You're not sure exactly what was involved, but it looks like they were playing some sort of game there, and then they saw you and they skedaddled.
I'm gonna roll some of the dice and roll ones on every single. Sorry. Okay, we can move on now. Just gotta passively aggressively take out my fucking luck, my bad luck. I've swapped that die out. Okay. If I roll a nat 1 on any dice, I'm swapping it out with another one of the dice that's in my desk. I've got so fucking minion here.
I have one singular D20. I'm ride or die with this thing. Wherever it throws me is destiny. Manifest.
So, and that
my dice collude against me. They want to betray me.
That's because you have more than one. You have to have one and make it exclusively dependent on you for emotional validation. That's the only way to keep.
Nah, I'm giving the silent treatment. Nah, I've got my harem of dice. And they either make me proud or they disappoint me and they go back in the box.
You've got that Tang Dynasty conspiring eunuchs crew of dice, you know? Like,
yeah.
Yes, we must unseat the Empress. We will poison her meal at daybreak.
See, Crackletooth gets it, okay? My dice collude against me. Do not. Okay, throughout like the prologue game that we did that wasn't streamed, last stream, this stream, I have used six.
No. You can't say that because you were using a die roller on the computer that was colluding against you.
So it doesn't make sense.
It runs so much deeper.
Every dice in existence is colluding against me.
The internet is also a eunuch.
I have rolled what? One nat 20. And then like one nat 20 and I think like 3 or 4 rolls have been above 10. Everything else has been 1s or below 10. Everything else. I am a statistical anomaly right now.
You just end up getting the good rolls on rolls that don't matter, and then you forget about them.
I wish I could agree. I don't even get good rolls on rolls that don't matter, though.
She doesn't.
Remember, you did
good rolls ever.
You did very well seducing Lunquatius.
Exactly.
That is true. Okay, I rolled 2 nat 20s. 2 nat 20s. One in the prologue, one last game. And then like fucking 5 or 6 nat 1s.
But on the bright side, the light coming from Dr. Chewing PhD Second Opinion's clothes is bright enough that it does make it a little bit easier to see in there. So it looks like the little tunnel, it does start to descend a little bit. It gets a little bit deeper. It might be going into the ground at this point. But it twists around to the right and then immediately back to the left and goes further back.
Hell yeah. Let's go. I have a business meeting to attend with these kobolds.
I'm gonna pull out my sword. I'm just gonna keep my sword at the ready. Just
Whoa,
in case.
whoa! We're negotiating. This is an economic summit. Okay.
This isn't for them. This is for this is for the bones that we find.
Oh no,
it's not for them. It's not for them.
Go on. Yeah, I'll make
for the
sure to
bones.
explain that. I don't speak.
Good. Yeah.
kobolds,
Explain
but
that
I
it's
can
for their
probably
bones, not them.
Do well.
All right, same order?
Sure.
All right, so you...
What order we were going in? What was it? It was Ellie, me, and then Mercy, right?
All right, so you keep going back through the twisting. It's pretty narrow here. There really aren't any choices to make. It's just one way and one way only, unless you want to turn back around. So you keep going deeper into the little crevice here, and it does finally start to widen out a little bit. And you start to see, again, what looks like some very, very dim light coming from in front of you there. And you definitely hear... You don't hear quite as much talking, growling, whatever that was, but you do hear some folks moving around. Or at least something moving around.
Wait. Lady, come here.
Oh yeah, what's up? Hi.
Down here. Down.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do like the. I'm gonna do the exactly like the how not to talk to short people thing. like really
I grab you by the face and I say, look, I know that you are very big. And I know that you think that you know everything.
Yeah.
But
okay. Yeah.
I want you to know you can still do this, okay?
I had no doubts, but thank you.
I trust you.
This is like way more confidence than I've ever gotten from anybody. This is
and
crazy.
with that, you
this
get
validation
inspiration.
is intoxicating.
And
Hell
with that,
yeah.
you get inspiration.
I'm so inspired. Holy shit. Let's fucking go.
All right, so as you continue back, it finally widens into something that could be called a chamber or a small cave. And you do see several figures moving around here. You see what looks to be, it's a little hard to tell because it's still pretty dim, but looks like to be about like 4 or 5 little creatures about 3 foot tall there, scurrying around. A couple of them are running towards the back of the chamber. A couple of them are kind of standing, staring in your direction. Meanwhile, one of the ones that at least slightly familiar sounding growl from up front seems to be talking to someone just out of sight, and that's where the most light is, and you can actually see them gesturing. You don't understand the language. Do any of you speak Draconic, just out of curiosity?
Wait, do I? I might. Probably not.
Funny story. No.
No, but if we ever need to talk to an orc, I'm set.
So you can't quite understand what they're saying, but based on the gestures, the one little one seems to be indicating that something about 18 or 20, like a large number of people, and is pointing up to the cave ceiling, which is probably about your height about now. So it seems to be indicating that there's about 30 giants storming them at the moment. And then
I think we might need to run. It seems like there's going to be a lot of people coming here pretty soon, and I'm not ready for a fight. Not with big people. The bite-sized people I'm cool with, but like, there's going to be 30 people coming here, like, don't get me wrong, I don't speak the language, but like, the way they're communicating, I think something's coming. I think we should follow them out. I think we should go with them.
And then you see another figure. This one is actually carrying a small torch. It's still not very brightly lit. It's just kind of like bright embers, but it's the brightest one you've seen so far. So you can get a little bit closer look at him. Definitely a kobold, from what you know of kobolds. Scaly skin, a little bit of like almost like a dog-like snout, little tiny ridges up its forehead. This one seems to have some different bits. like a little crude doll attached to its belt, a couple of pouches. Seems to be the other kobolds do have weapons. You noticed a couple of spears, maybe a couple of small clubs there. This one seems to actually have a sword and seems to be moving towards you and the light with a purpose. And you hear him call out in very, very rough common, "No fight, no fight, leave us alone."
See? They speak words. It's not just the gruntling of lizard people afraid of giants. We're good. See, I'm gonna hold up my hands. No fight. Want cow.
What cow?
I don't think they know that it's a frog. The cow that is I can't get nope, we can't get into the heady bits. For the purposes of our argument, I'm going to pretend it's a cow, but I know what the truth is, okay? Right?
I get it. The little ones are often
little
yeah,
ones,
they have
yes,
trouble
they're-
understanding.
What cow?
From far, I'm going to gesture in the direction of the farm. From farm. Cow. 4 legs. Bit yay high. Brown. White marking moon on flank.
You're pretty sure you lost him, but
There were a couple of different cows we were supposed to get.
you're pretty sure you lost the figure here. He looks kind of confused, but when you sort of make the motions for the 4 legs, he looks over. Everybody make a quick perception check for me.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what?
All right, Sarah, I want you to make the choice for me this time, since everybody else has consistently failed me. Which dice do I roll?
I can't see him that well. The white one.
Okay, all right. This is the one that replaced the most recent traitor.
I have an action
Alright.
to take when you're done with your description.
That's a dirty 20. That's a dirty 20. Thank you, Sarah. I am only listening to Sarah from now on.
You never listened to me before.
What'd you say?
Damn, okay. I got a 10.
I got an 11.
All right, so it's really hard to see in the dim light, but Dr. Chewing, PhD, second opinion, especially because you're kind of focused on this kind of thing, you notice over on the side there what looks to be some pretty well-eaten beef ribs. Might be a little meat left there if you're hungry.
Bones?
Oh yeah, there's definitely bones.
Hold on. I know how to speak rough common.
I
Why, hello there, good sir. I was curious if I could partake in a bit of your bones left over. A bit of the nutritious calcium, please. Sorry. I don't know. Sorry. Can I eat the bones?
The kobold looks very confused. Want bones?
I
Yes.
would like
Take bones. Leave us alone.
Wait, cow. We need cow though too. Hold on.
Yes, no, I've got this.
20
You-
feet.
You
Do
stop
talking.
it. I will do talking.
Okay,
Thank you
okay,
very much.
I'm
You go chew on bones, Dr. Chewing.
Yeah, I will.
That's right. Swallow a bone. Anyway, I'm going to activate. I want to use my my mind link. I can communicate. I can speak telepathically to any creature I can see within 10 feet of me. I don't need to share a language with the creature for it to understand, but the creature must be able to understand at least one language. As an action, when you're speaking telepathically to a creature, you can give that creature the ability to speak telepathically to you for the next hour or until you end this effect as an action, which I will.
All right, so you're linking up with the person kobold in charge there.
I sure fucking am.
All right.
It's going to be. Pardon the intrusion, but I think that this is going to be a slightly more effective way for us to communicate. We can shed a little bit of the deceptive masks that we tend to wear around strangers here in this more intimate setting. I have a proposition that I would like to discuss with you, if you mind. rolling along with.
He looks a little terrified for a second, like he's not sure what's happening. Then, both out loud and in his head, he's like, "Voice, where voice? Where voice? Why voice in ears? Where what? How? What's happening?"
Voice from me. It's okay. You're all right. I am your god. But we don't need to unpack that right now. What I need from you is what I need from you is to locate the rest of the creatures that you seem to have been eating. They are called cows, and we are trying to return a measure of them, but most importantly, a single entity, back to the farmers and a reclusive wizard with an attitude problem.
He
We can compensate you.
make a persuasion check with advantage.
Hell yes. Alright, hold on. What have I got? Nothing. That's right. That's a perk that I'm taking later. $17.
He
You
see
also have the.
Oh, I do have inspiration. I can wait to see after I know if I've succeeded or failed, can't I?
Mhm, yeah.
Yes.
you did succeed.
Ah,
He still seems a little bit alarmed about the voice in the head, but is calming down at least a little bit.
everybody gets a little bit stressed out their first time.
Two cow. Eat one. Other go to Sasarax.
Oh, that's a big name. Is that a dragon?
It's Sasarax.
What is Cesar? Elaborate. Is Cesarax a place, a person, a mineral?
From the connection, you seem to get that it's a name, but you're not quite sure of much else.
We need to jack up the synapses in this thing's tiny little peanut.
You want other cow?
Yes, I want other cow.
You get from Sasarax 200 gold.
200 gold. Well, can you point me to Susarax and I can go and negotiate there?
Give us gold. We point to Sasarax.
You want 200 gold? How do I know that they're not going to simply tell me to go stuff myself once I get there, tiny little businessman? Or woman? Or gender non-conforming lizard dog?
Don't know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. Don't know. You didn't think this through all the way, did you, friend?
You negotiate well. 210 gold.
That's the opposite of what I... You know what? How about this? I'll give you 300 gold once we get there if you take me to Susarax.
He seems to be very deep in thought. You can sense several gears grinding and mostly mashing together and failing to connect. Nah. Then suddenly he seems to come upon an idea. Fine. You go, Sasarax. Give Goldwyn, come back.
Yeah, alright. Sounds like a plan. I need to get post-its. I need to take part in this little doodle war. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Yes. You point me to Susarax, and I will return and give you 300 gold.
Okay, let go. You notice that there were the two kobolds that ran towards the back were pretty much set up with little tiny bows there. They were keeping a very close eye on you. They're like, let go. They
That's adorable.
they go see Sazerax. Let through. And he points toward the back of the cave where you realize there was really only one other direction to go other than where you came in. Sort of the direction where he came from. It looks just like another windy, twisty crevice, best that you can tell, but it does look like it narrows down again quite a bit.
we knew where we were going, having permission is better than forcing the issue, you know?
You go,
On the way back when they realize I'm not going to pay.
you go, Sasarax now. Leave us alone.
All right, perfect.
Bring 300 gold on way back.
I will. Certainly will do that, friend. You have fun with your little dice games and your tiny little bows and your cute snouts and your beef ribs. Goodbye! Come with me. I found the way to the cow.
How distracted is Doctor Chewing by the fact that she's already found a cow?
She's kind of just staring off into space while like chewing on a bone. So she's actually not that distracted. It'd be easier to get her attention. She's like placated right now by chewing on something.
Alrighty.
Take 1 or 2 for the road. We have to go.
Mercy, what are you up to?
I'm already behind her. She just doesn't know it.
I definitely don't. That's true. That's
I want
accurate.
to take some bones for the road.
I love it when she takes my suggestions.
Alrighty, so you grab a couple of bones. The kobolds look at you kind of oddly, but they are probably going to use them for tools or decoration, so they're a little bit upset that you're looting their stash. But you head out the other little narrow opening there. So one thing you notice as you go through the opening there is it twists and turns quite a bit, left, right. I mean, there's really only one way to go, so you're not worried about getting lost, but it's definitely kind of back and forth, up and down a little bit. It's gotten a lot drier. The sort of mossy smell from, near around the spring and where the kobolds were starts to fade out a little bit. Little bit more dust in the air, stuff like that. It takes just about 3-4 minutes or so. It is a little bit further back than you might have thought. But up ahead, you do notice that it is opening up a little bit more again. Can I have all of you make a perception roll again for me?
I just realized that to anybody who was watching that conversation, it was just the kobold talking and Lady Jane making facial expressions and, like, looking at them strange and like, continuing on with the kobold responding like I said words. That's fun. I like that. You said perception check. I'm good at these.
Yes, please.
By good, I mean terrible. And by terrible, I mean I got an 18. Let's fucking go.
I got a 10. Wait, no, I got a 13.
Buck is smiling.
13.
Not bad.
6 and the 9 look almost exactly the same on this.
Mercy?
I got a 19.
19. All right. So,
Tell him I walked.
Lady Jane and Mercy, you start to notice something along the floor and the walls of the crevice cave a little bit. It seems to be not much of a breeze back here, but the little bit that's caused by your moving around, it seems to just gently waffle in the breeze a little bit, and it seems to be lighter colored than the rest of the rocks. You're not quite up to it yet, but you're getting close. Seems to be on the walls, the floor, even a little bit on the ceiling.
What is it again? I missed like the
Air?
the actual word that was the subject of that whole description.
I think
so there's
she's
something
saying there's
all
a
over the
breeze
place.
coming in.
So you see, well, the breeze wasn't the point, though. In the little bit of a breeze that your motion is making, you're seeing something, you're not quite sure what, but you're seeing it along the walls and the ceiling, a little bit on the floor. Seems to be rippling a little bit with your motion. You're not quite up to it yet, but you're about to, and it seems to be lighter in color than the rocks.
Is this some sort of like ooze or water?
As you get a little bit closer, it seems...
Fleshy beast that will be consuming us into some sort of hive structure.
It's a mouth! No. It's as you get a little bit closer, they look like spider webs.
Oh, terrible! Hateful! Wretched! Do we have fire?
Yes.
Lovely. Mercy, keep that fire on demand. If I get bound up, I need something to get rid of it.
And Lady Jane, technically, remember, you actually have a wad of kerosene-soaked rags in your little
You're
pack.
so right. I should make sure that I add that to my inventory if I didn't already.
Real
will pull
quick.
out my flint and...
Sorry, no, finish off real quick.
Flint and steel. Go for it.
Do you mind if I go pee real quick?
Oh my
Sorry.
God, how dare you? No, that's fine. We can do Q&A with chat. Chat can talk to me, and I can.
These adventurers and their bodily functions. Yeah, except but you don't have.
I drank a lot of water.
Just piss yourself standing up like a regular.
Okay, yeah. Hold on.
You
Wait.
you don't have to ask. Just go.
It should soak up most of it.
Yeah,
Sorry?
that'll work.
Yeah, you never have to ask. Just go when you need to go.
The wrong type of viewership.
The amount of people that spam hydrate redeems as much as possible just to get the streamer to go piss more often is like staggering.
Didn't
I see all of you. I see you little freaks out there.
didn't I tell you all we were gonna add hydrate regimes for the next stream? We're gonna.
No. Everybody just has to take a drink. What is that? That looks delightful.
Oh no, you don't want this.
Oh no, I don't want that.
Lime juice and water.
I like lime juice.
And
Most people find it odd and disgusting.
I used to drink lime juice straight from the little cooking lime juice thing that looks like a lime, and my parents would get annoyed with me because then they wouldn't have any lime juice for cooking, and I was like, but it's sour and delightful.
Yeah, this is just 50-50 lime juice and water.
Yeah, that fucking rules. Alright, hell yeah.
And Misty, for the record, I did the banana milk recipe again, and I did a little bit better with the bananas this time. It's really wonderful.
The banana milk was fucking rad.
Delicious.
I actually did it with soy milk, and it was really, really good.
Oh, very cool.
Misty's offended by the alteration
I'm
of the
not
recipe.
offended a little bit, but not really. You guys tried the original one, so I have nothing.
It's good, and it's good. Like if I was handed the original and the one that we put a little bit of chocolate into, and I like had to choose between them, and I had like multiple instances, I would alternate. I like them both a lot. Like it's not. I don't think one is objectively better than the other.
Oh no, I'm still pleased as like pie that you guys had them. I'm absolutely delighted.
We get our grubby little mitts on something, and we have to start trying new ways to consume.
Honestly, Faith still has, I want to say, 2 to 3 different recipes that I've given her to go ahead and like make for you. So
You
she shares the greens recipe. I have to go ahead and like disown her.
Okay, I don't think that'll happen.
you would probably cringe if you figured out how I figured out the better way to make it though, because I don't have a blender, so mashing the
Masticate.
No, I didn't pre-chew but the banana, but with the spoon wasn't quite working, so I literally had to kind of get in there with my hands and do some good old-fashioned banana churning.
It's like Play-Doh time. It's like smooshing it between your fingers. I can imagine that would be really satisfying, but I would also be like disgusted by the end of it.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit of a gross feeling, but you missed it, Ellie. We were talking about banana mashing.
It makes me think of the
fuck yeah, I love banana.
The slime things that came in the little like cylinder containers for kids that got discontinued because the kids keep trying to eat it and like get it stuck in their hair and stuff.
I
The only one who remembers these?
I remember those. They were tasty.
I was gonna say I was one of the kids who got it stuck in her hair and had to get my head shaved to get it fixed because I was like, wow, this is really cool. I wonder what happens if.
Oh, jeez.
That was me. I'm the problem. I'm the reason none of the cool child unsafe toys from the Double O's are around anymore. I was that kid.
I just thought of the meanest like fucking roast.
We're
Go for it. Hit me.
we're
Is
gonna
that why you are the way you are now?
Probably.
we're gonna have to blame you for jarts.
Yeah, actually. No, me and my friends were the kind of people who would throw lawn darts at each other just like full force and try to stick it into the other person. The feral rednecks I grew up with are, many of them still are a menace to society, but we were the problem. Like, when I joke about being white trash, like I'm not kidding. Like it's like
So,
I was 100% like me and the pack of children that I used to roam with would just like break into construction sites and wander around junkyards and break things and like it was like
Good lord.
hang out in old warehouses. Like we were just unsupervised in like a rundown industrial town, you know? Like
See, I never had that problem because I just lived in the ghetto.
well, yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
So there we were, going ahead and dealing with spider webs.
yes.
I hate them. Well, in this context, in some contexts, it can
So what seems like spider webs are not blocking your path, but they do seem to be lining the walls and the ceiling and even a few on the floor, although it looks like you could probably move forward without getting stuck. You're not sure about the walls or the ceiling though.
Fortunately, I don't climb walls or ceilings, so, should be fine. Do I have anything for this? I don't. I'm level 1. I have so few things for this. I never added the kerosene soak drag.
Oh no, 4 of them. I am going to collect spider webs.
Gross.
Alrighty. You can gather a few spider webs there definitely. It's a little bit thicker than your average spider silk, but not by a lot. As you touch the webs to gather them, you do hear something in the background. You hear almost like a hiss with some clicking. And then you hear...
Chewing!
No, you don't hear chewing, interestingly.
Doctor, there's something crunchy ahead. I need you to scout for us and find it, and then crunch it.
But then you hear...
I got my fill on bones, but
God
Okay.
damn it! The one time I need you to be crunchy.
It's loud enough to carry, but in a very sort of scratchy, whispering voice, you hear...
Oh my god, it knows a language. I've got this.
How many times can a day can you do this?
I think it's just an at-will power.
Oh, good lord, that's so powerful.
It's great. It's lovely. Hold on, wait a second. Yeah, I don't think there's a limit on it. I'll double check. I'll look it up.
So, Mercy, you gather a few strands of spider silk there. You don't have a lot of room left in your pack, but thankfully spider silk is not exactly bulky. What now?
I think we're still moving forward.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
it
keep
has
my
to.
sword out.
It has to be able to see me. That's it. So as long as I am made visible and in a conversable way within 60 feet, I can talk.
Still,
Like the messaging cantrip.
No, I can speak telepathically, and I can like burn my action to let it speak back. So it's like not really super useful in combat most of the time unless I've set it up beforehand, and I can only ever be linked to one thing at a time. So like in order to speak telepathically to something else, I have to break the link to the first thing.
It's super useful. It's a combination of tongues and telepathy.
Yeah, no, out of
At
combat,
will.
like utility, it's a fucking wild ability. I love it so much.
Tongues and telepathy
Okay.
at will. That's amazing.
It's nuts. No, I love it. It's part of why I would have taken one of the psychic feats if I wasn't already. I love playing psionic and psychic characters. It's one of my favorites.
Oh no, I encourage this. This is fun.
It's super cool.
so as you continue to move forward, the chamber widens up just a little bit again, and you see moving towards you at a rapid pace what appears to be a pretty large spider. Not quite the size of a cow, but a little bit bigger than a dog, somewhere right in that vicinity. And
Huge variant.
it's moving towards you pretty quickly, and you get the feeling that you might want to roll initiative.
It's somewhere between the size of a blue whale
Well, a dog and a cow isn't quite that much of a variance. I mean, it's yeah. Let's say a very large dog or a very small cow.
You know what? All right, fine.
All right. I'm gonna try this shiny clear one for initiative.
All right, what we got?
Let's find out.
Jane was very excited about the prospect of talking to the spider and is very sad that that is not going to be the case. Fuck it, we ball. All right. I got an 11.
I got a 19. Oh. These two dice are the MVPs today. Okay, we're using these 2 dice. We're keeping these 2 dice.
Misty, what you got?
I was 17.
You know how difficult it is for me to roll above a 10 twice in a row?
So difficult it happened in the first 5 rolls.
All right, so Dr. Chewing, PhD, second opinion. It looks like it's still moving forward, but it looks like you're going to be the first one able to act.
Oh gosh. Okay.
We need you to use your chewing powers.
As it continues to come forward, you once again hear food.
Food? Where?
That's their whole turn. It's really exciting about the concept of eating something.
I don't want to metagame. I think unironically in character, I would just like kind of like stand there frozen, like pointing like the little like fucking dinky little rapier at it.
With both hands.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Use this. Stand back. Be warned.
So should we call that you're taking a defensive posture?
Yeah, I think we should. Can I just take like the dodge action? We'll say.
That works. You're waiting for upcoming attack. Lady Jane, you are up next.
Oh, real? Okay.
The
Roll 11.
I did roll an 11. Didn't you do bad?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right, Misty. I'm sorry, it's you. Mercy. My bad.
God, this is like a running thing. This just gets skipped every initiative.
You should have a distinct name, like
We need to
chewing.
get you. We need to
That'll
get
make
you
it a lot
an air
easier.
horn,
Okay,
or
the ironic
like
part
a-
is
like a
Mercy
little
is my
button.
actual name. Thank you very much.
Have you considered doing a legal name change to chewing?
We
Oh.
need to get you a big neon sign above you. Your stealth skill is too high. You keep slipping out of the initiative.
Yeah.
It's like playing Divinity, and like every time you like hide or something, it'll like take you out of the initiative because you're not in the battle anymore.
I would like to cast Bane on the spooter.
Alrighty. That's will saving throw. Yes.
Charisma.
Charisma. What are we aiming for?
You need a 14.
Unfortunately, the die has fallen off my desk and may never be seen again.
That's an automatic
You know
failure.
what?
Hey, I've
Good
got
job,
a bunch of
everyone.
bad
Great
ones
session.
if you want some.
Please pause for one. Please pause for one moment for technical difficulties.
That should have been the name of the stream. Technical difficulty.
Yeah, episode 2. Fucking wet tech.
Episode 2.
I love
Still
it
have
when
no
I check
idea
this
what's
out.
going on.
What?
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 Hmm?
I'm not a robot.
What do you?
What'd you say, Mark?
I didn't say anything.
I heard everything you said. Thank you very much.
I don't think that's true. I think you're lying. This is fabrication. This is a psyop by Big Discord. You're a paid shill for.
It's dark and scary down there. Don't make me do that again.
Then I would have money.
Yeah, you're putting up a front to convince me that you don't have money, because that's exactly what a paid shill would do.
All right. The
Open your 15th eye and take the orange pill. All right, we're so far. We're like 17 levels deep. All right, you need to wake up from the matrix and the sub matrix. Okay.
So Sasarax has failed. They have been baned.
Okay. So they have a -1 to pretty much everything.
Yep.
Incredible.
All right.
All right. Now, Lady Jane.
Yes. Hi. Wow, I still get to go before the spider.
Yeah, the spider did not roll very well.
The mission sucks.
I currently only have one set of dice, but I think I have to do with them the same thing that Ellie is doing with hers. I think I need to throw them out the window.
Okay.
Good.
I am going to use my action to wait. Hold on, I'm gonna double check. I keep forgetting what features I have because the prologue session we were all level 10 and I got used to that. And and
You
now
have-
I can't remember what I have and don't have.
So you have
I
punch,
feel that.
and
Yes,
then you
I
have
punch.
kick.
I do also have kick. They're actually categorized as the same thing most of the time. You know, neat. Okay. I'm going to. I don't have any of my fancy dodge shit yet. I'm going to use my action to. First of all, if I'm already behind Dr. Chewing, right? Like Chewing was first.
Yeah, chewing is in front. There is enough room in the cavern to get around. Mercy kind of stepped to the side so they could get good view.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yep.
Understood. Heard. Thank you. That was very clear. Very well stated.
I pride myself on my eloquence.
It's good. Yeah. I'm going to withdraw. I'm going to pull out one of the kerosene-soaked rags, and I'm going to try to communicate with the spider. And I'm going to use my actual action to give it the ability to communicate back. And I'm going to say, "Wait, hold on. You're Susurax. I know you. We're here for a cow. Technically, it's a frog that looks like a cow, but we're here for a cow. And if you want food, we can feed you the kobolds that are outside. Even remove their limbs so that they're easier prey."
You don't get much back. All you hear back is fat.
Motherfucker. All right. Well, I tried. That's my turn.
All right, so now it's the spider's turn.
God tier poetry. Yeah, for real.
So the spider is going to try to take a large chunk out of Dr. Chewing, PhD, second opinion. What's your armor class?
Honestly, it's Dharmic retribution for all of the chunks
see.
chewing is taken out of every
My AC
kill.
is 16. I'm a fucking tank.
Yeah, these dice I got are apparently broken. The spider comes up, charges you, and looks pretty menacing. But then at the last second, it does seem to realize that the rapier you're holding out in front with two hands straight in a straight line is sharp. So it tries to dodge around it to the side, and his bite goes a little wide.
A little wide bite.
You do see, well, do me a favor, make Dr. Chewing make a perception check again for me. Well, actually, everybody make a perception check for me.
Oh my god,
got
I don't
an
have
8.
any pluses to this. I got an 18 again. Damn, perception loves me. Dude, this is what happens when you're loyal to your dice. When you accept them for their failings and you move past that, okay? And also make them exclusively emotionally reliant on you.
So I physically destroy my dice when they fail me. I rolled a 19.
I'm trying to be as toxic as possible with my one die policy here, and you're still beating me. Like,
We're just on the opposite ends of the manipulation spectrum, okay? That's
so
all
true,
it is.
yeah.
There is
you've
no
got- you've
manipulation
got a
on my
revolving-
side.
You've got a
I
revolving
simply-
door of dice seeking your validation. I have
Physically-
one upon which I am the sole provider of emotional validation, and Misty fucking kills them.
Yeah. At
Misty
least I only
fucking
torture mine. You kill yours.
It's a hammer and a die. It never fails you again.
All right, and Dr. Chewing, what you got?
The problem.
Oh, I got an 8.
All right. So, Dr. Chewing, you are big spider, big spider, big spider.
Big.
Lady Jane and Mercy,
Spider.
you do hear very faintly. I mean, you're definitely aware of big spider, but you're becoming aware very, very faintly in the background. You do hear something else, not moving, but you do hear.
Oh my god. Our cow is our frog is alive. You see, it's reverting to its true form. It almost looks like minutes instead of minutes.
Yeah. Can't fool us.
All right, we're back at the top. Dr. Chewing, it's all you.
Deceptive. With my plus
I'm
0
going
modifier.
to stab spider.
All righty.
Spider stab.
Stab.
Please proceed to
Stab
stab.
for it, and now I'm going to eat your bones. Or exoskeleton, either or. I'm gonna try the green dice. Let's see. Please, just let me hit something. I got a 13.
That actually hits. Roll damage.
Oh, okay,
Damn,
sorry.
let's fucking go.
Okay, let me pry out an actual damage die from my desk. Okay. Let's see here.
And technically, for the record, this is the first successful combat hit, not counting spells, but this is the first successful combat hit of the campaign.
Oh, yeah. Well, as long as we're not counting the prologue, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I punched the shit out of some motherfuckers in the prologue. I did a lot of
Yeah, I forgot about the little flying dudes.
little punch puppy.
I rolled minimum damage. I did 2 damage.
2 damage. All right. So,
Hey, 2 damage is still the first hit of the campaign, everybody.
the spider dodged to the side and missed you, but that also kind of threw you off balance a little bit. So you do kind of scrape along a leg there, but it doesn't look like it affects the spider too much. You hear a little, but that's about it. All right, Mercy, it's up to you. You're next.
I'm going to sit there or stand there, wave my fingers a little bit, and cast Tasha's hideous laughter.
Bear with me for a moment.
It's a wisdom saving throw, 14. You have a -1 to roll on all your saving throws. And if I succeed, then the spider can only laugh.
No, I got the spell. I kind of gotta check something here. Give me a second. There are other mysterious forces at play.
Understandable.
You love a mysterious force.
I have swapped out the D8 that failed me. Now we have new ones. Punish your dice. Punish your dice.
If it makes you guys feel any better, I usually rarely destroy a die.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like
The
a really
homicide
bad
is rare.
night, then
Unfo- you know.
it's gotta go.
At least you only rarely kill your dice.
These dice have been with me through I got these back in like 20 like 14, I think. And they have been with me through all of my like traveling and moving and weird life stages, and I feel like I'm cheating on them if I use any other dice at this point. You know, I've had them for so long.
I will get you some really nice dice so you can cheat on them with a luxury
You know what?
dice
I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay.
escort.
I think that's the difference. Is like I'm in a polyamorous relationship with my dice.
It's
So
you know, we never made anything official about this. You know, I have had other sets of dice in the past. It's just, you know, the bond that we have is special.
So
Game store had
Gotcha.
a
That's at
25
least
cent
what I
dice
tell them,
machine.
so that they're exclusively emotionally reliant on me.
So the spell doesn't quite have the expected effect. It definitely went off, and you think it did affect the spider, but it kind of the spider kind of pauses. It just kind of stops dead for a moment. It doesn't fall over or anything like that. It just kind of stops for a moment. Almost as if you can't really do an insight on a spider, but if anything, it looks a little confused. You see the eyes kind of dart around in random directions for a second. And then it just seems to recover itself, and it's still back to
Okay, that is my turn.
So Merc, you're up, or Lady Jane. I'm sorry.
How dare you? Using my government name. Okay, let's do it's clear that the spider cannot be made friends with, at least by no words that I possess. Which is tragic, honestly. I wanted hoping I could sell it. Do you imagine? Do you imagine getting into the shoes for spiders market? They have so many legs. That said, I'm going to rush ahead and I'm going to kick the shit out. I'm going to attack, and I'm going to use my bonus action for an extra unarmed attack.
Alrighty, roll 2 attacks, please.
I will. I will do exactly that. My first one is I don't even know what my modifier is. Here we go. Unarmed strike. +5. So 23.
That'll work.
And then 4 plus 3, 7 damage.
Alrighty.
Number 2 is a 19
That'll work.
for 8 damage.
Not bad.
Launch him.
So yeah, you strike the spider. You give it a good swift kick to open up, and then as it recoils a little bit, you follow up with another punch to the side of its spider body there.
We are, of course, making this all look like I'm stumbling over myself trying to go and communicate with the spider more specifically. You know, like
I already know that you.
I know you already know, but the scam has to continue, okay?
And chewing is not paying attention.
That's the best part.
I'm just biting like my sword real quick.
I'm scam a pair of people who literally could not be bothered to pay attention and who has already uncovered the scam.
On the bright side, the spider seems completely fooled.
Oh, fuck yeah. See, this is what we do it for. This is why we commit to the bit, alright? The spider has no idea that I have martial prowess.
Alright, so spider time. It looks like the spider is still fixated on the closest lunch, which is still going to be Dr. Chewing.
Fuck yeah.
Gosh darn it! Gravity.
We need to get you a bigger desk. dice trays.
I maintain a computer is still the first thing we need to get her.
Yeah.
In details. All right.
Let's try that again.
I do forget that she's streaming from a Nokia cell phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Pre-
thought it was a BlackBerry.
Pretty close.
I didn't realize it was that advanced.
Man, I cannot roll anything tonight to save my life. So the spider again, sort of confused by the blows from Lady Jane and the scrape there from Doctor Chewing, is not having any luck. Tries to go for your knee and just misses completely.
For a spider god worshipped by kobolds, you're not very good at this.
In response,
Negotiations, please.
in response, you hear.
I think it knows one word.
Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, buddy. You'll be food for crunching, or chewing, Dr. Chewing soon.
All right, Doctor Chewing, you are up next. The spiders definitely looks a little rocked by the last couple of shots there.
I'm a stab.
All right, go ahead.
Elegant as always.
Stab.
Hit big bug with pokey thing.
Damn.
An 11. The spider actually manages to get its leg out of the way this time. So you are not the pokey thing. No hit big bug. It basically just slid between the legs and didn't touch it at all.
Ayo.
Jeez. Mercy, it's all you.
Okay, we're not food, okay? You're just gonna have to starve, okay? Starve.
Yeah. We are friends, not food. I mean, we could have been friends. Now we're enemies.
No.
But
You starve. And I'll cast,
you
Vicious
gotta
Mockery.
really get on Mercy's bad side for her to not want to feed you.
Okay, you might just know me a little bit better than most people.
You said vicious mockery, correct? Alrighty. Just out of curiosity, what mockery are you doing?
It's starve.
Which
It's a
is the
very
most
simple
vicious mockery that Mercy can possibly be on someone, as previously established.
The old schoolyard jibe that gets him every time. Starve. Let's see here. Go ahead and it's a wisdom saving throw.
For my sparse lunches in high school,
Wisdom saving
I
throw,
would absolutely
-1.
be devastated by that.
Yeah, I still got the minus. We're good there. And I'm aiming for 14, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, they fail.
Man, this spider is having a bad day.
So go ahead and roll damage.
No kidding.
This is fucking. Poor bitch is cooked.
I did not expect to actually do damage this session.
Yeah, right. We're all doing damage. I mean, except for chewing.
I've done 2 damage, okay? I've done some damage. I'm participating.
Okay,
I'm doing the literal bare minimum.
so I did 5.
Just like me in high school.
5. Alrighty.
Me too.
Dude.
Yeah, you see as the psychic part of the spell kind of, again, the spider kind of pauses, and this time it shakes its head like it's got something that it can't quite clear out. It's definitely starting to look a little rough. Still standing though.
I'm still standing better than I ever
Speaking which, Elton, it's
Lady J, if you could please just go ahead and kill this thing.
Oh, I'm gonna break all of its knees.
yep, Lady Jane, it's on you.
All right, fuck yeah. Here we go. You had the opportunity, and I'm still mind blink. I'm specifically going to be speaking in its little chittery spider tongue, if it understands any of it, in the brain. Not, you know what I mean. Transferring. You could have just avoided this, and now you're going to die, and it's going to hurt. And I want you to know that. You just need to be like on the level. This is your fault. 14.
14 hits.
Wow. 9. No, 8. Sorry, 8 damage.
All right, it is teetering.
Gotcha. A 15, which hits, as we've established, and another 8.
God damn.
So
We need to get the 7-page Muda from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
So, fortunately or unfortunately, you're not quite sure which. Your second blow caves in the entire front of the spider's body, which, on the plus side, no more spider. On the downside, ew. You are now covered in spider goo, but the spider is no more. It falls to the ground with a light thump.
I'm appropriating a tax from our payout to clean myself and my clothes when this is all over.
I walk over. You did very good, very good. I will go ahead and prestidigitation the goo as I wipe it down a little bit.
Oh my God!
So you're
Praise
clean.
and a laundry service. This is amazing. I need to do this more often.
And not that I'm trying to get the player characters killed, but I'm taking these dice back to the store. They are very.
I recommend you try to kill me because it's gonna be pretty goddamn.
They are very clearly broken. The best roll I rolled that entire combat was the save against the vicious mockery, and that was only a 12 before the minus.
Oof.
Chewing,
Let's go.
Dr. Chewing,
Yes, that's me.
could I ask you to please do me a favor? I will go ahead and pull a hush cow. We'll come back to you later. I will pull out a blanket. Can you put as much spider silk into this blanket and carry it?
I'm gonna go talk to the cow.
Please?
I guess.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I guess I'm gonna start just collecting spider silk from wherever.
There's plenty of it around.
At some point, you look over while I'm collecting it, and you see that I
Yeah.
tasted a little. And I wince.
Almost the entire cave is coated in at least a small layer of it, so there's plenty to go around.
Just tastes
I guess
like
I'm doing
blood
that.
excretions.
All right, and Lady Jane, you went over to the cow,
Absolutely, yes.
and you're using your telepathy.
I'm going to mind link with the cow. Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, the
Lady Jane's mind link is for the streets. You know.
the cow, which is kind of webbed up against the wall, it can't really seem to move. As soon as you make contact, you get very clearly, oh my god, 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 get me out of here, spider, 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 spider.
Hey there, buddy.
Okay, you're talking to me. Oh my god, I didn't think I could talk. I didn't think I could talk. I'm a cow. How can I talk? How can I talk?
Using your brain. Also, you're a frog that looks like a cow, but semantics.
What?
So, is this? Can I see the markings on the cow, or is it like fully cocoon?
You can see that it's mostly at least a brown cow with some white on it. It's hard to tell how much white with the spider silk, but.
Buddy, have you ever been a human?
Of course I'm a human. Of course I'm a human. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Okay, great. Hey, calm. Let's not get hysterical, okay? Calm down. I am theoretically here to help you. Now, question 1. Will you come with us willingly if I release you from that cocoon?
I don't know. I don't know how they got me in here. It was dark. I don't know. I don't know. It was. Yes. Help me. Help me. I'll do anything. Please help me. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Sick. All right. So, yeah, I will let you out. I just want you to know, if you kick me, I will break your neck.
Oh, I won't kick you. I won't kick you. Please, just get me out. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out.
Perfect. We love to hear that. I'm going to go about removing the webbing from the cow.
All right. It takes a little bit of doing, but you managed to scrape slowly most of the webbing out. It's pretty sticky, especially around the cow there. But you're managed to pretty much undoing all the wonderful prestidigitation work that Mercy did for you.
Fucking damn it!
You're pretty much covered in sticky webbing, but you do manage to get the cow. There's still a lot of webbing on the cow, but you get to manage so it can move away from the wall there.
Oh yeah, it doesn't need to be clean as long as it can move. I don't care what the cow's like condition is.
And in your mind you hear, "Meow, thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Anyway, follow us. We've gotta go back. Chewing, collect some of the bones for the farmers so that we can prove that the rest of the cows have been eaten.
You don't see any bones in here, interestingly.
Forgive me, I was feeling snacky.
God damn it, Chewing.
Can I like rip off some of like the spider legs? Just to take with me in case I want a snack later.
Sure.
Okay, we have to cook this first.
I don't think Chewing cares.
I guess. I mean, we can cook it.
Roll a nature check for me.
Aye. Let me see. What do I got in this? Nothing.
So,
15.
You dimly remember that many spiders are poisonous.
Well, yeah, but they're also tasty. But we'll cook it.
A little bit of poison is good for the Constitution. Okay?
Yeah.
You gotta train yourself up. How are you ever going to eat an exclusively spider-based diet if you don't eat 7,000 to 5,000 spiders?
Exactly.
Every night, you know, you have to throw off the statistics like Spiders George.
This is fair. I can't argue with this logic.
Yeah, if we can't eat it, we'll just use this for hitting people. Okay, that works. We can do that.
Friend, what is
We
your name?
can hit the little guys. We can tenderize like the kobolds, the little scaly dudes,
That's so
the
true.
bite-sized people.
They're probably good eating.
Yeah, probably better.
I would like to ask recently liberated cow friend's name.
I'm Gorthek. Gorthek. I'm Gorthek. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's good. That's a good name. That's a strong name. What region is that from?
What region? I'm trapped in a cave with a spider.
Okay, well, you don't have to lose your shit over it. We're working on fixing. I'm trying to have some pleasant
I'm from Riverport. Okay.
Riverport. Hey, I've heard good things about Riverport. Never been myself. Sidebar. What did you steal from the wizard?
There's a long pause, and it's just like I stole a wand.
You still have it?
Yes.
Where is it?
I'm not sure.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Where's the last place that you remember having it?
Is any of this audible for us to hear?
No. You hear the cow moo. You hear the cow mooing, but that's about it.
I'm just putting it on.
I swallowed it.
You swallowed it
I swallowed it.
while you were in human form or cow form?
Human form.
Damn. It's impressive, honestly. I wish I had that kind of skill. So, how long ago did you swallow it?
I don't know. How long have I been a cow?
How long has our cow been a cow? Do we remember? Anyone?
Couple of days.
Couple of days. Shit since then. This is back in the mind palace.
When you have those jigsaw puzzles.
Can
Yeah,
you pass a wand in a couple of days?
I don't know.
I mean, that's not
I feel like
metagaming.
I feel like you probably would have noticed if you shit out a wand, right?
I,
I don't know, because if you're a cow, I feel like there's definitely more
That's true. You've
to
got
go
more
through.
leeway.
'Cause cows have like what, like 2-3 stomachs?
It's a lot of stomachs. A truly inappropriate amount of stomachs.
Yeah.
Just excessive. Bourgeois decadence, honestly, having 8 stomachs.
True.
It-
Man, I want 8 stomachs.
it wasn't it wasn't a very big wand.
Oh, it's a little wand. Okay. All right.
I didn't want the wizard to take it back. I can sell it for the hundreds of gold.
Hundreds of gold, you say? Intriguing. All right. Well,
I mean, I think I don't know what it does, but he seemed pretty mad.
here's the deal. We bring you back to the wizard. Going to turn you back. You are going to tell him that the kobolds stole the wand when you shit it out. And I will back up this story. And then, when you recover the wand, you give me half of it.
You want half the wand?
The money. What do you not... What? 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 How did we get here?
I don't think it'll work if we cut it in half.
No, oh my god, you are fucking dense. Alright. Okay. Alright, cow friend. Frog cow friend. Here we go. You are going to sell the wand. Okay? And then, the money that you get from selling that wand, you will give me 1/2 of that money. Or I will forget where I found you.
No, please, you gotta get me out of here. Please.
See, exactly. It's simple transaction we've got going on.
Okay, I'll do whatever you want. Please, just get me out of here.
Perfect. Love it. I'll take that as a signed contract. Let's go turn this cow into a wizard.
Well, before you do that, I pull out another blanket. I could use some more spider silk, and I will go ahead and prestidigitation
Oh,
against
oh my
you
god,
and the
thank
cow.
you. This is the best day ever. I'm thriving. I'm so glad that we're all having such a good time. And that, I mean, I really wish that we knew what, like, if we could talk to the cow to, like, confirm that, like, you know, that's what this is the right one. But I think that I'm pretty confident. It looks like the right cow. So let's go turn this cow into the wizard. We'll get our reward, and then we'll tell the farmer that his cows were all eaten by kobolds and spiders. And that's easy.
May I please do an insight to see if she's lying?
Sure.
Does
Okay.
that mean I do an opposed deception?
Yes, please.
Oh no.
I have an 18.
All right. Yeah. I don't. I have a 6.
Okay. I will just play along again. Well, okay.
Alrighty.
Excellent. Off we go.
Alright, so now you have a cow, you have a couple of blankets full of spider silk.
Yeah. Now we're gonna lead it back through the hallway that still has kobolds in it.
So you very rapidly run into a problem. The cow cannot fit through the narrow crevices past the bigger chamber here.
How the fuck did it get in here? Cow.
Is there another way in?
You can look around.
How did they get you in here?
I would like to look around while I can't tell what they're doing.
Make an investigation check.
Only Professor X, because I'm making questionable decisions with my telepathic powers.
18.
18. You do not find. You've taken at least a decent amount of spider silk off the walls, so it's a little bit easier to see. It's actually a smaller chamber than where the kobolds were. You don't see any other exits. There doesn't seem to be anything in the walls or in the ceiling or in the floor. Looking around, you see a few small sacks, a little bit of rope with one. The kobolds looks like might have been throwing some garbage or sometimes food scraps in here. You don't see any bones, but you see like some tattered fabric, couple of sacks. One looks pretty ripped. One looks in good condition. Some rocks, some pebbles.
Well, the sacks could be used. Well, the non-broken one. Actually, I'm into both. I'll take the sacks. Is there anything in them?
The non-broken one actually, it's a little strange. It's about the size of like a large satchel or so, give or take. There's a whole bunch of rope tied across the end of it, like wrapped around excessively. There's almost more rope than sack.
Okay, I open it up.
You take all the rope off?
Well, yeah, that's going in the backpack.
Hello!
Okay.
Huh?
What?
Hello, everyone! Hello! I'm so happy to meet you!
Is this the sack talking? I close the sack with my hands. Does it continue to make sound?
Look at the sack.
I take my hands off the sack. Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine! It's a wonderful day! It's a wonderful day to not be in a cave!
Oh, that's a little bit presumptuous, I think.
Oh, you trust me, you want to take me out of the cave! Everybody wants to take me out of the cave! Well, except for those kobolds, they're a little rude.
I think we should take it out of the cave.
I think we should leave it here. It gives me
Well-
bad vibes.
Why do we want to take you out of the cave?
I can be very helpful!
How?
Is this gonna
Do you
be
know
like-
how
is-
to get
is
out of the
this how
cave?
we get a bag of holding? I'm gonna be soaked.
I don't know how to... Well, I imagine you just walk out of the cave. How did you get into the cave?
Oh yes, I'm giving you to the kobolds. Alright, let's go.
Please don't give me to the kobolds. They don't like me very much.
Yes, you're going
Wonder
to the
why.
kobolds.
What if we just undo all of its stitching? Will it then just be in parts that we can leave?
Let's not be rash now, folks. I can be very helpful. Watch. 4 gold coins come out of the sack.
I do like money. My opinion on the sack is changing rapidly. I am reassessing my initial character judgment of the sack.
How often do you do that?
Do what?
Cough up gold.
I'm sorry,
How
I've
much
been
money
so
can you make us?
What is your name, good sir?
I am called Sir Saxolot.
Nope, we're done. We're done. I walk down the path to the kobolds.
I'm gonna take the fork.
He's very loud. It's literally like echoing throughout the little cave.
Did it. Okay, I'm 4 gold richer. This has been a good situation for me.
Misty, what were you saying? You weren't hiding?
No, I'm just giving this to the kobolds.
Please, I'd rather you not do that.
No, that's not a thing. Okay. So.
Poor Sarah.
I can help you, I promise.
already asked you how to get out of here, and you told me you could. Quite frankly, I don't see you being very useful.
Well, I don't have legs, if you haven't noticed.
I did, which is why I'm carrying you.
And you're doing a great job of it, I might add.
You are being very condescending, good sir.
No, I meant that sincerely. You're doing a wonderful job. Some people carry me just kind of roughly. They throw me over their shoulder. They sling me after a belt. They trample me with their shoes. It's very uncomfortable. You're doing very nice. I meant that very sincerely.
So, I get down to the entrance. How are you going to help? Are you going to say anything before I just give you to the kobold?
Oh, I really don't want to do this again.
Can you eat the cow?
You've never heard a sack sigh before, but that's essentially what happens. You hear a long pause, and then you hear,
Are the rest of the cows in the sack?
"Open me up as wide as you can. Get the cow a running start."
A running start.
No.
If he poops in here again, we're done.
Again.
Oh, God.
Was there anything suspicious in the poop?
I coughed that up a long time ago.
Where?
I don't have eyes. How the hell am I supposed to know?
You said you knew you were in a cave, so you
Yeah,
have
how did you know you're
these
in a
things.
cave?
You're clearly not trustworthy.
This thing is a liar.
I know I'm in,
You are, cow friend.
I know I'm in a cave because you said I was in a cave.
I never said any such thing.
Are we just gaslighting a handbag now?
I mean, listen to this wonderful echo, echo, echo.
We could be
We're in a
a
very
cave,
small
you don't know.
room. There's no echo here. Anyways, get the cow in the bag, and then we're going to give the bag, minus the cow, to the kobolds, and we're going to leave.
I can't get the cow in the bag, and I prefer Sir Sax-a-Lot, thank you very much, because again, I don't have legs or arms to grab the cow. You're going to have to get, oh god, I don't believe I'm saying this, you're going to have to get the cow in me.
Cow friend, can you charge full speed into that bag if we open it up as wide as we can?
What? Why?
What you're told.
I guess I'm not gonna fit.
You'll fit. I'm very good at making this kind of thing work.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Open that bag.
I realize that I'm smaller than everybody else, and the cow.
I'm big. I'm big and strong. I'll open the
Yes,
bag.
very strong. Open the bag.
All right. The cow looks at you in a very quizzical cow manner, and then sort of starts to give a half-hearted gallop towards Dr. Chewing, PhD, second opinion. Just as it seems like the cow is about to crash into her, the cow disappears. Oh god, you might want to hurry.
I think
Okay.
we should hurry.
Yeah.
There's no air in me.
Ah.
Okay, well, let's head back.
All right, so now you can fit through the corridor because you are minus one cow. So you squeeze back through the twisty corridors. You come back to the kobold cave there. They seem a little shocked and astonished that you came back.
I'm gonna wave around the spider leg.
The
Spider leg. I got spider legs tucked into my pockets.
the
Holding one of them. just like slamming it on the floor.
Like King.
The one who was speaking with Lady Jane before seems also, excuse me, I got the hiccup. Seems also very alarmed. The sack is currently hiccuping. It's kind of alarming. But and you hear him say, "Ah!" and he's pointing out of the cave frantically.
Hell yeah, we killed your god. Bye.
Yeah, I'm just walking around like like the trope of like a kid who just picks up a stick on the side of the road and like while they're walking they're just like hitting the stick on the road. I'm just doing that, just like casually walking out of here like banging like their fucking spider god's leg on the like.
They do seem pretty intimidated, with the exception of the one who's talking. All the other ones are kind of cowering in the back of the cave.
Perfect.
It doesn't look like they're gonna try to stop you.
Good.
Let's go.
All right, so
I
you
think that we should do absolutely nothing to stop them from doing this in the future because job security.
you
No one told us to do anything about the kobolds.
Yeah, the kobolds are not
True.
our problem.
Yeah.
you wander through the
Take some more bones.
wander through the twisty tunnels. Are you hurrying? Are you taking your time?
I don't care. The bag's comfort is not my concern.
Yeah, I'd say take our time. Just casually walk
Casual
it out.
stroll, you know? We do a little.
Can I take some of the bones on the way out?
They're
not using them.
they're not gonna stop you.
I have more bones. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Lady Jane, the connection has with the cow has kind of faded because you can no longer see the cow. But just as it's fading, you hear, "Oh, can't breathe."
Oh yeah, okay. I guess we should hustle so that we can dump the cow out so it can breathe.
Can I like open the bag and just start like fanning air in?
I don't think that's how it works.
Not.
Well, thank you so much for that nice breeze. It's been so stuffy where I've been for a while now.
I cannot. No, please. I can't do Sax-a-lot again. Let's go. I'm gonna rush.
All right.
We are fucking off. I can't do another
All right.
Sax-a-lot monologue.
All right. I'll rush out. When we get to the crevasse, I'll just fucking toss the bag out.
The bag lands on the ground.
Well, now the cow can get out.
Can I
No, you have to open the
and
bag.
shake
The
it?
cow can get out.
Oh, whoops.
As you're shaking it, the Sir Saxeline's like, "Well, this is new. It's kind of like a massage, but I don't know if I'm really into this. You didn't ask for consent."
Little handbag.
The cow tumbles out, lands pretty much on its face.
Going to toss the bag to the side.
The cow is gasping for air.
Aw, you lived. Proud of you. Good job, buddy.
Good job, everyone! We saved the cow!
We did it. Now we have to bring him back
Close.
to the wizard. Close. I will 100% leave this thing on the side of the road.
Hey,
I swear
how about
I am a
idea?
woman of my word. And I
Funny
take
prank.
the bag and I give it back to the kobolds.
Wait, funny prank, okay? We tell the annoying wizard that this is a very valuable bag that we found the kobolds also stole or some shit like that. And then he has to
Oh,
deal with
no,
it.
no. You're right. I will go ahead and take that rope and I'll sacrifice the rope, tie the bag around for Saxel. Alright? Tie it tight, and I will give it to Lady J. I believe you can sell this for a little bit of money.
Oh, God.
I feel that we need to recoup some of the supplies that we have spent, And quite
That's very
frankly,
correct.
if I had to listen to him for another day, I would have to take him apart and try to make something else out of him.
Perfect. All right.
Which is why he should stop making noise. Because I'm still willing to take him apart. And I will pull a sewing kit out of my bag.
That would have been a lot more delicate than the way I would have done it.
As you were.
Excellent. Back to the wizard's tower, and then eventually the farm. Keep a bone or two. Don't eat all of them chewing.
Fine.
All right, so you can you've got a choice. You can go around the lake the way you came, which will take you back towards the farm, or you can go around the lake the other direction, which kind of takes you. You haven't been there yet. That's sort of between the other side of the lake and the tower. It's not really a forest. There are some light trees up that way. It's still not that late. It's maybe took a little while to deal with the kobolds and to get through the twisting caves there. It's maybe closing in on mid to late afternoon.
Which way is faster?
You're not sure. It took, based on where the tower was, you think maybe going the way you haven't been might be quicker, like as the crow flies, but you also haven't been that way, so you're not sure how far around that way the lake goes.
I'll go around. I like new things.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'll follow. I'm just chewing on
woods.
bones, so.
Yeah, but not all of them.
All right, so you start walking around the other way. It's still a nice day. It's not starting to get dark yet. Pretty much the nice center of the day. It's still spring, so it's not incredibly hot, but it's kind of nice, sunny day, no rain or anything there. You do see as you're walking around this side of the lake, you see a good number of boats, canoes, even what looks like a raft out in the lake, with people with like little crab pots, nets, doing whatever they can. They said they all seem to be doing pretty well as you're walking. You see them hauling in all sorts of crabs. It seems like it doesn't take much to catch crabs in Crab Lake. So you get closer to the wooded area there. Like I said, it's not dense enough really to be called a forest. More just like some trees there. Might have even been an orchard at one point that kind of went wild a long time ago. It's hard to say. But really nothing, you hear some birds chirping. That's about it. Don't really see anything too much of interest. Takes a little bit less than it took to get from the farm to the cave, but after a little while, you see it seems to be that you're coming up on the back side of the wizard's tower there.
Coming up. It's coming up. It's there.
And you hear strange house music coming from the wizard's tower. No, just kidding.
Yes! Not the genre. There's just music coming from his house, so
Exactly, it's house music.
it's probably cups, honestly. I'm down. Let's go. Let's go. I don't think the wizard is any good at playing music, which means Cups is probably home, and if Cups is home, then we can hang out with Cups, and that'll be awesome. Also,
True.
I guess we can finish our job. That secondary priority.
Yeah, definitely. So, we'll go and knock on the wizard's door.
Yeah, we'll go talk to Cups.
All right, you knock on the door. Nobody answers.
We'll open the door.
It's locked.
Typical.
And we'll unlock the door.
Can I just break the door down?
I have lockpicks.
Uh,
I have calligrapher's tools, and I'm proficient in them. I could leave a strongly worded letter. Really nice.
Are you trying to pick the lock, break down the door, and vandalize the door all at the same time?
No, I'm trying to do one of these things. The other person's trying to do the one. And the other person's trying to do the one. So we can do all three, but each of us would have to do a roll.
Mercy, go ahead and roll a sleight of hand.
That's insanely good. I rolled a 25.
All right, you hear the lock click.
Natural 20 plus 5.
25 off of a nat 20. Crazy.
Yeah. It's a skill check, no nats. Anyways, I will just open the door. They left the door open.
It doesn't open.
After I pick the lock?
Correct. You're positive you heard it click.
You know? Chewing? I think this is more up your expertise. I will step back.
What time is it again?
Watch and learn.
Right now, it's like late afternoon. After the walk, it's probably late afternoon, closing in an early evening, like 4:30, 5 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Okay, so he's got no excuse. These are business hours. Business hours are over. Let's do this. Business hours. The building is open. Fucking kick in the door. Let's go.
You try to.
I'm trying the purple die again.
All right, go ahead. This is gonna be. Oh, geez, what the heck is this gonna be? Do athletics. Not bad. 18. All right.
18.
Boom. There's a pretty loud thud. The door shakes a little bit, but it doesn't open.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
After about another 3 seconds, the door flies open, and you see the wizard Xanathor there. What do you? Oh, sorry, wrong voice. What do you want?
We're here to turn in your cow. Frog. Person.
What cow?
I swear to fucking God. You are going to take back this cow burglar, and you are going to turn them back into a person. You are going to render payment onto us as agreed, or I am going to do something very unpleasant.
Oh, that cow. You folks again.
That cow. Uh-huh.
Hang on a second. She closes the door for a minute.
We're setting this
But I'm
place on
standing.
fire
I'm
for
not
this
hanging on
boy.
anything.
I give you the fire starter, or the flint and
I have kerosene soaked rags.
I'm aware.
This will be perfect.
So after a moment, it comes back out. Looks a little bit more wizardly right now, if only because he's wearing a big floppy hat.
Yeah, it's critical.
So stereotypical.
He comes out. He looks at the cow. He walks around to the front of the cow.
So basic. Sorry.
All right, Garthak, have you learned your lesson? Garthak. No nephew of mine is going to be stealing from me. Do you understand?
Sarah, I think your internet is dying for a second.
Yeah, we lost you for a minute there.
What? Who? What?
I heard Garthak.
Oh, okay. So the wizard.
I'm hearing mooing.
She can't hear us.
I think she's gone.
I can hear you.
She exploded.
I don't know what's happening.
No, there was a network error.
We were doing so well.
Referring to.
We're
And the
back.
stream is over, and she's kind of back.
Welcome back.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Oh no.
You mean
Sarah.
for the yeah, no, that I have been doing that. But fortunately I don't have to play Wolverine for most of the challenges, so that's
No, it's only one. I think you have to do like 9,000 damage with Wolverine.
Stand by.
Or no, gain 900 rage or something like that.
something like that. Yeah. Probably do it in like one game.
Can you hear me yet?
Yes.
I can hear you.
All right. I think everything's coming back here. I'm not sure what happened.
Do you have a lot of hard drive space on your computer?
I don't think so.
Because if you don't and you're creating a VOD, you're going to hurt your computer.
I don't think that was it, but we'll see here. I've got a lot of stuff just spinning right now. What's the stream doing? Do we know?
Mostly
Uh,
spinning.
It's just
Yeah,
spinning.
spinning. It's got rims.
I'm gonna go get a muffin. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah.
I always
Bio
take
break.
an opportunity to pee.
Good luck, Sarah.
I'm gonna run away.
Good luck indeed. I'll be right back. Go pee. Sorry. Sarah, I believe in you. You can do this.